Philippine city volunteers lent Jingsi folding beds to a quarantine center. Hualien City Medical Center head nurse wins the honor of National Outstanding Worker. Welcome to the Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. In the Philippines, during the epidemic time, city volunteers have distributed rice to the needy and provided hospitals with epidemic prevention supplies. Recently, Tzu Chi was commissioned by the Ormoc city government and lent 100 Jingsi folding beds to a COVID-19 quarantine center. The volunteers also provide water at the quarantine center. It takes 6 grown men to unload each box from the truck because every box contains 6 to 8 Jingsi folding beds, which together weighs more than 100 kilograms. It can be used both as a chair and a bed.
Tzu Chi's Jingsi folding beds will be used at COVID-19 quarantine center set up by the National Housing Authority. 100 quarantined people can use them. Tzu Chi has helped us a lot and provided comfortable beds for quarantined individuals.
Tzu Chi also provides water at the COVID-19 quarantine center set up by the Ormoc government. Tzu Chi fire truck has come to fill up the water tank.
Last month, we sent a letter to Tzu Chi asking for help and they immediately say yes. There is no water pipes here, so we need to send the water truck. From the bottom of our heart, we want to thank Tzu Chi.
City volunteers have provided Jingsi folding beds and water to help the government prevent the spread of the pandemic. In Paraguay, many countryside residents have faced food shortage. City volunteers hosted large-scale distribution of food ingredients to the soup kitchens. They also provided aid supplies to charity organizations and care recipients. Let's take a look.
Volunteers drove 2 trucks that carry 4,200 kilograms of food to the countryside. This is the third time volunteers went to Ciudad del Este to distribute cooking ingredients to the soup kitchens after the epidemic outbreak.
We got many children in our community and they're often hungry, and I feel sorry for them. So I invited some mothers in the neighborhood to each bring some food to cook and give out to children lacking food in the community. We're grateful for Tzu Chi for sending food ingredients for us.
Volunteers prepare rice, flour, red beans, cooking oils, and a variety of fresh veggies. Many residents in the countryside face food shortage after the epidemic outbreak, and volunteers have reached out to help.
We are very grateful to Tzu Chi's food so the children no longer need to starve. There are many children that got no one to take care of them in our community. I have limited resources, so thank you for your support.
The countryside residents weren't wealthy, but they are very close to each other. Volunteers visited 10 soup kitchens, and the food distributed can help around 14,000 people.
Thanks to Tzu Chi Foundation for giving us so many fresh ingredients. Thank you very much.
I represent my community to give thanks to Tzu Chi. These cooking materials are enough for 300 people.
Other than offering hot meals, volunteers also supported many charity organizations that were facing food crisis during the pandemic.
These foods allow us to help 100 impoverished families. It's not easy to buy food during the epidemic period. Thanks for Tzu Chi's help.
We are thankful to Tzu Chi Foundation for delivering so many food to us just when we are about to run out of food. thank God and thank Tzu Chi volunteer.
Volunteers also didn't forget the care recipient families. Many came to receive living necessities and nutritious supplies at the office. Volunteers also deliver the aids door to door for those who can't come to show them their love.
A prison in Malaysia doesn't have enough mattresses, and an adjournment of courts during the movement restriction order has led the number of detainees to increase. City volunteer Tan Sri Vincent Tan donated 5,000 mattresses and 10,000 masks in the name of Tzu Chi. He hopes to bring warmth and compassion to the prisoners. Let's take a look.
You will give everyone one now. We give 5,000. 5,000. If you need a bit more, we can give another 5.
The founder of Malaysia's Berjaya Corporation Berhad Group, Tan Sri Vincent Tan, visited the Sungai Buloh prison with Tzu Chi volunteers to bring love and compassion.
Today we are here to hand over the mattress. We are going to donate about 5,000 to 5,500 mattresses so that all the inmates will have one. So this is a small help. And since this is also during the pandemic time, we also brought 10,000 masks for them to use.
Dalam tempoh PKP ni,
Because National Court adjourned during the movement restriction order, there have been no trials. This is lead to an increase, and now we have a large number of prison detainees.
Sungai Buloh prison originally faced the problem of insufficient mattresses, and the recent increase in the number of detainees during the movement restriction order exacerbated the problem. Tan Sri Vincent Tan donated materials in the name of Tzu Chi to improve equipment and materials in the prison.
amat bermakna sumbangan-sumbangan yang diberi terutama oleh
The materials donated to us by Tzu Chi are of great significance. We welcome assistance from all walks of life. Your support can improve the quality of our prison accommodations.
We're grateful for this opportunity. We have a good relationship with the prison. I hope the people inside could live a better life. We also thank the people in charge of looking after these prisoners. We hope prisoners can change once they're in here and become a good person when they come out.
Inspirasi.
ada
4 languages.
Tzu Chi volunteers also shared Jingsa aphorisms and Jingsa instant rice with prison guards as everyone looked forward to more cooperation in the future.
Since the coronavirus outbreak, medical staff and patients have struggled to fight the virus. In order to alleviate their physical and mental pressure, city volunteers made care packages to provide them more strength to move forward and fight the virus together.
每一个地方我需要男金刚，一位一位。
More than 30 Tzu Chi volunteers were busy packing and preparing to deliver this 2,900 sets of care package to Hospital Sungai Buloh and Hospital Kuala Lumpur.
希望这个爱心呢，也给一点鼓
We
励。
hope this love will give a little encouragement to patients and hope they will get well soon. Also, we hope medical staff will have more confidence to take care of patients.
Don't give up. We all will silently do our efforts to help and hope that they can receive our best regards.
Because we're still healthy, we must grasp the opportunity to give.
The apple in the care package symbolizes peace, and the fresh orange represents the sincerity of the volunteers.
I think you guys are doing amazing ever since you stepped in to help getting these gifts and the donations for staff as well as patients. With that, I think it will ease the burden a little bit.
Every day we work, including Saturday, Sunday, every day. Of course, we feel very tired and we feel, I would say, burnt out a little bit. But with this gift given by Tzu Chi, it's a big appreciation. Appreciation for those who feel in terms of biscuits and the 2 fruits given to us. Of course, we feel very happy.
We need to send this love to the front so that people on the front line feel that there's a group of people caring for them, so they don't feel lonely on the front.
We hope we can use our love to care and comfort those in need.
Each care package prepared by Tzu Chi volunteers contains a blessing, and they hope that this will give frontline personnel and the patients great support.
In Taiwan, Hualien City Medical Center's head nurse Huang Ruling has been serving for 27 years. She's professional and patient, and she has been chosen as outstanding employee for several times. She also seizes the time to continue studying, hoping to sharpen her skills even more. As a result, she can relate to the new nurses or nursing students, and therefore she's mindful in training them. This year, this wonderful nurse has won the honor of National Outstanding Worker.
可以吗？来，往上，很好，自己来，因为你现在要练习哦。好。
Gently adjusting the patient's position, Hualien City Medical Center head nurse Huang Ruling is careful and patient.
加油呢！对啊，你可以的啦。好，最辛苦的都过了。
很尽职尽责，都照顾。
She does her job well. She mindfully cares for the patient. She's really wonderful.
Being a nurse is her first job, which she has been doing for 27 years. Having worked in internal medicine, surgery, nephrology, and senior medicine departments, she has shouldered the responsibility of a leading nurse, laying the foundation of different departments.
她很柔软，然后她很热情。
She is very gentle and passionate. She is willing to communicate with different teams. She has practiced what nurses need to do, which is to connect people.
Huang also seizes the time to continue studying, hoping to sharpen her skills even more. Since she's both a nurse and a student, she can relate to the new nurses.
站在这样子的一个同理心。
Putting myself in their shoes, I can relate to the new nurses and the nursing students. I will use simple language to communicate with them so they can understand what I am saying.
听得懂你在讲什么。
Huang has won the honor of Outstanding Employee several times. She has also won the Hualien County Nurse Association's Outstanding Nurse and Senior Nurse Awards. This year, she has even won the honor of National Outstanding Worker.
成就是来自于同仁。
My achievement comes from the feedback of my colleagues and patients. Seeing how the patients recover, I feel motivated to continue working as a nurse.
会继续往护理这条路的一个动力。
Huang's zodiac sign is a cow, and her colleagues gave her the nickname Little Cow. Having worked hard as a nurse and cultivating herself, she's a role model for people to learn from. It is often said that city volunteers at recycling stations are like a family. For example, at Taoyuan Zhongshan Recycling Station, senior volunteers treat Xie Meiyu, a physically and mentally challenged recycling volunteer, as a daughter. Let's take a look at their interaction.
对啊，咱就咧关怀别人，就咧关怀啊，做，咱咧家己时间就爱家己照顾吼。
Xie Meiyu is skillful in taking out the cap rings of plastic bottles.
We joke and say she is the one who removes the most numerous cap rings of plastic bottles in Taiwan. We get recycled plastic bottles from other recycling stations for her to remove the cap rings. Sometimes, if the amount is not enough, she will get upset. She does it every day and only rests 1 or 2 days during Lunar New Year. None of us can keep up with her.
The 45-year-old recycling volunteer Xie Meiyu followed her mother to do recycling since 7 years ago. She suffers from delayed mental development after an illness in her childhood and also suffered from epilepsy. A little over a year ago, her mother died of bladder cancer. This group of senior bodhisattvas in the recycling station take on the responsibility to look after her.
Help her tidy her home and wash bed sheets. She says she doesn't know how to operate a washing machine.
The volunteer keeps her company, returning home from the recycling station, filling up the role of her mother. In fact, this volunteer is also suffering from illness.
I'm suffering bladder cancer, undergoing chemotherapy. Having the same disease as her mother, I can understand her mother's feeling. Come on, I'll teach you how to clean the toilet. She doesn't know how to clean it. Her mother always cleaned it when she was alive. Now that she's gone, we need to teach her how to do household work.
She also needs financial management concepts. Volunteers need to find a way to help her.
When she has money, she will keep on using it. We thought of a way to help her. We asked her to put the money in the veggie restaurant and asked the restaurant to record down the number of meals she consumed. Then her sister will go there to settle the bill.
感恩你，有你真好，真乖。啊，你若搁有我摕互你弄哈。啊，你迄食你菜的钱莫食，你就甲弄去存吼。啊，回向给妈妈吼。
They have the Bodhisattva's mind and care for me so much. I am really grateful.
She needs a happy life, as the recycling station not only gathers their hearts for environmental protection, but also hearts of kindness.
There's an environmentally friendly couple in Zhangzhou, China. In 2011, the daughter of this elderly couple came into contact with Tzu Chi, and later the couple began to do recycling together for 8 years. For them, recycling is part of their life.
我第一摆来参加组织做环保，看到遐师兄师姐啊，放下身段，唔惊吵，唔惊意志，来做环保，做到佫真欢喜，我真感动。
台湾的迄师兄师姐8、90岁人嘛安尼咧做，所以我就往这个心去想，讲专业添。
At the end of April, Zhangzhou has seen epidemic measures ease and people's lives are slowly getting back on track. Tzu Chi's recycling in the community has resumed normal operations as this recycling couple, Su Yatong and Lu Abao, become busy again.
This couple are a model of our community. They're really fearless in their giving. They're not afraid of getting dirty. They're a model of our community and something we can learn from.
The two of them do recycling all day long, regardless of whether it's raining or the sun is out. They're great doing this recycling, and it has really inspired me.
The couple who loves recycling has been working with Tzu Chi's recycling efforts since 2012. The past 8 years, they have been almost unstoppable. The recycling companies were moved by their perseverance and not only bought their recycled materials at a higher price, but also often donated money.
They recycle resources to help others who need help, so their determination is very great, and I was touched by their selfless dedication, so we have to contribute more.
In addition to recycling, the couple are also vegetarians. It's not only them who chose this diet, but also their families and care recipients they helped, showing how influential they are.
I didn't like eating vegetarian food at the beginning. They often said it is hard to get full when eating vegetarian food. Later, I went to their house for family events, and after eating it for a while, I began to like it. All the vegetarian food she cooks is delicious.
Sister Abao taught me how to cook vegetarian food. Sometimes I cook vegetarian food for my family. I think that eating vegetarian food is good for us and it is good for the earth. We try to avoid killing and we don't eat animals. It's especially good during this epidemic.
In Tainan, Mrs. Wang is mentally challenged and needs to take care of her blind son. Her neighbors would donate items for the family, but she does not clean them up. As a result, the house is filled with garbage. City volunteers learn about her situation and mobilize 50 people to help clean up her house.
The alley in the market is filled with volunteers because Mrs. Wang's house has a stench for a very long time. Inside the house is full of garbage and rotten food. Humans, rats, and cockroaches are all living in the same space.
She is a low-income family. She has no one to take care of her, and she has to take care of her blind child. These items in her house are given by others, but she never cleans it, so it keeps on accumulating.
Inside is the cleaning area, whereas outside is the washing area. Besides volunteers, there are also students who came with their family to help clean up.
帮忙打扫。
来帮忙打扫。哇，你几年级？
高三。
其实对孩子是一个很震撼啦，是很震撼啦。
We're amazed by these children and also very grateful to them. They might be afraid of their surroundings, but they are willing to follow their parents and do their best to clean up the environment.
一起就是把自己融入在这个环境里面，尽力的去把它处理啊。
Learning to be grateful and also witness the power of unity, over 50 people has finally cleaned Mrs. Wang's home. The volunteers provide his family with a healthy and clean living environment.
During the epidemic period, students of College of Health Technology and Management from City University of Science and Technology have a different approach to promoting vegetarianism. They visited Hualien's non-vegetarian restaurants and invited them to provide vegetarian dishes to expand their customer base. Students also posted posters on the storefront and uploaded information to the college fan club so that everyone has more vegetarian options.
College of Health Technology and Management of Tzu Chi University of Science and Technology launched a campaign of the vegan diet, inviting non-vegetarian restaurants to provide vegetarian dishes in Hualien. Students went straight into the popular downtown dining area, took out their posters, and briefly marketed their campaign. They discussed with the store owners the available vegetarian meals they can provide, which are further divided into vegan diet, little ovo vegetarian, non-meat vegetarian, and healthy vegan diet. It is then posted on the wall for the customers to choose from, and store information will be also uploaded to schools' social media as part of their campaign.
We started from the perspective of consumers switching from meat to vegetarian food. In fact, eating habits should be changed gradually. We hope that more and more people will adopt the vegetarian diet, and stores will also offer more varieties.
Currently, 13 restaurants have joined the project, and it is expected to try it for a month. The goal is to find 30 stores to join.
Actually, there are many vegetarians here. We use 3 kinds of mushrooms to develop our dishes. In fact, eating foods such as vegetables and mushrooms will be easier to digest. These ingredients can make lots of different dishes, and we hope to promote it even further.
The college also uses its major in health, technology, and marketing to recruit more people to join the ranks of being vegetarianism on campus. Through epidemic prevention, it promotes the concept of eating vegetarian food and saving the planet.
Volunteers from Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters seize every opportunity to promote vegetarianism. They recently made vegetarian sushi for public offices in Los Angeles. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.